Now, I know you may be concerned about losing your hair, or maybe you've got bad genetics, or you believe that you have bad genetics and that you're going to go bald, and you're concerned about it because you don't really suit going bald, and you know, oh, my hair is all that I've got and all this kind of stuff, and you're very concerned about your hair going thin and unhealthy and maybe even bald and receding one day. Don't worry, your big bro is here to save the day. Okay, it's a very peaceful vibe today, so I'm not going to raise my voice at you in this tough love kind of way. Look at that. Ah, absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to maintain the peaceful vibes for once and not raise my voice and scream at you, especially about your hair. So there was a phrase that I remember hearing and it stuck with me. I don't know if this is true or not. I'm going to recite it to you anyway. The way that you can determine whether or not you're going to go bald or how your hair is going to turn out as you get older is by looking at your mother's father's hair. Okay, so your mum's dad, looking at his hair. And basically just seeing, is he bald? You know, how does his hair look? What does his hair? What's the condition like? That kind of stuff, and that can kind of determine whether or not you're going to go bald yourself. Again, I don't know how true that is. Maybe someone can correct me there or back up, you know, the phrase I've heard. So your mother's father, what does his hair look like? Usually that's how you can tell. Now, regardless of your genetics or anything like that, obviously we've got to start our mindset. You know, if you're worrying about losing your hair every single day, you're worrying about going bald or having a receding hairline, or what if my hair goes thin, and you're kind of imagining these scenarios in your brain every single day, naturally your body's going to respond physically to it. You know, you understand the power of belief. We've talked about this so many times on this channel in particular, but you've probably heard it elsewhere as well. You know, the power of belief is very, very powerful. The placebo effect is the power of belief. If I give you a pill and I'm a doctor and you trust me and I say that this pill will cure your cancer, your body will literally respond physically to that mental belief and start to kill off the cancer cells, or at least aid your body in terms of fighting off the cancer, right? Your body can literally do that. That's how powerful it is. Now, the pill might not actually have anything in it to kill the cancer cells. Just because I told you that, and because you trust me and because you genuinely believe that, your body will respond in the most optimal way to fight off the cancer cells, right? That's been proven so many times in so many different studies, so many different examples. So the power of belief is absolutely fundamental, and you must make sure that you are thinking positively and you are imagining positive thoughts and, I guess, scenarios in your brain. If you're constantly imagining the worst case scenario, constantly imagining yourself losing your hair, going bald, you know, having thinning hair, whatever, and then guess what's going to happen? It's going to become a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? You're basically speaking it into existence through your imagination. So you have to make sure you sort your thoughts out, you sort your mindset out before we go any further in terms of the physical habits I'm going to talk about in this video, and the physical, I guess, tips you can take from this. There's two main ones I want to focus on, but I will brush over some bonus ones. Just common sense, really, but I know some of you guys still neglect this kind of stuff. So let's say, hypothetically, you've got your mindset sorted. You now genuinely believe that you have healthy hair, or at least you have good genetics, or you genuinely believe that you're going to be the exception and you're not going to lose your hair, even if your family members have or your mother's father has, etc. You just genuinely believe, because why would you feed into anything else? You just genuinely believe, my hair is healthy, my hair is thick, it's healthy, it's luscious, I'm not going to lose it, it's not going to recede, I'm not going to go bald. You just may as well just convince yourself of that. Whether or not it's true is kind of irrelevant. You may as well just live your life believing that anyway, because again, your body's going to respond in the most positive and optimal way. Your body's going to be the strongest and healthiest it can be because of your mind. So tell yourself positive thoughts. Every time you get a negative visualization of like, what if I go bald, what if this happens, just imagine the best case scenario. Just flip it and imagine yourself at 50 years old with a full head of hair still, nice beard as well, and you know, you're just looking healthy. You may as well just do that, because your body is going to respond much better to it. Your body's going to respond in a positive way, and it's also just peace of mind as well. Rather than waking up and worrying about your fucking hair all day, you just imagine the best case scenario. It puts you in the right frame of mind, and you can just crack on with your day and actually enjoy life rather than worrying about going bald in 20 years, right? So you've got your mindset sorted. That's step one. We'll cover some of the bonus tips as well. Things like, you know, don't drink alcohol, drugs, vaping, smoking, you know the drill, right? Shit foods, stuff like that. Bad, unhealthy habits, staying inside all day, no sunlight, no daylight on your skin or nothing like that. You know, you're eating shit, you're not getting your vitamins, you're not eating any fruit, stuff like that. You're not exercising, cardio, etc., getting the blood pumping. Just live a very healthy lifestyle. I shouldn't have to walk you through this kind of stuff. You know, if you do drink alcohol, if you do drugs, fine, do what you want, but just make sure it's not in an excessive amount. You know, earn those bad habits. Earn the alcohol when you do drink it. Earn the drugs when you do take them, if that's your thing, if that's your vice, if that's your guilty pleasure. At least earn it. At least do 500 push-ups before you go and, you know, have a crazy night out. You know what I mean? that kind of thing. Because at least then you're keeping yourself somewhat healthy and you're keeping yourself disciplined and you're not overindulging in the bad habit, which will naturally just cause you to lose your hair. It's naturally going to cause you to just, your body's going to be in a less healthy state, and therefore it's unable to fight off the things that it needs to fight off to keep yourself healthy, right? So obviously, common sense, eliminate the bad habits, eat clean, eat healthy, plenty of water, look after yourself, plenty of daylight. And a positive mindset is a big thing as well. Social connection, you know, good mental health. You got all of these things sorted and you're just a very healthy individual. Naturally, you won't really have to worry. You'll just believe in yourself anyway. And again, that comes back to the power of belief. You will just convince yourself, like, yeah, I'm healthy as fuck. My lifestyle is so healthy. I don't drink, I don't do drugs, you know. I'm outside all the time. I'm eating clean. I'm exercising every day. Like, I'm fine, you know. I don't have anything to worry about. Let's get into the practical topics now and the practical things I guess we could talk about. Number one is, I guess, the products that you're using on your hair and also the showers that you're taking as well. So we'll start on the showers because it's just a bare basic one I can brush over. The heat that you're using from the hot water, and heat in general, is just bad for your hair. So try and at least, I'd say eliminate it, or just at least limit it, you know, just to not every single day. When I take my showers, they're usually cold. Well, they're pretty much cold every single day, other than the evening showers every now and then. Like if I'm going over to some girl's house or something, I'll have a nice warm relaxing shower for once in my life at the end of the evening. But again, I won't put the hot water on my hair. I'll just wash my body and then turn it to cold, and then I'll put the cold water on my hair. So make sure when you are washing your hair, when you're putting any type of water on your hair, it is cold or at least lukewarm. It's not, you know, boiling hot. There's no actual heat there, because the heat is very bad for your hair. It'll dry it out, and it just causes it to break easily as well. So it's not really good for your hair. And over time, if you're constantly just damaging it with that heat, it's not going to do you any good. So try and limit the hot showers, take cold showers. Just so many health benefits for it. I don't know why you're still not doing it every single day. Stop being a pussy. Okay, so once you've got the cold showers sorted, you're only ever taking hot showers maybe in the evening or something, or just to relax before you go to bed. And again, even then, you're not putting, you know, the hot water on your hair. You kind of reduce hair dryers. I don't use hair dryer at all. When you're drying your hair as well, you know, you can either towel dry it and scruff it like that, or you could use a hair dryer. What I like to do is just let it naturally dry. So I'll rough it up a little bit just to get rid of, with a towel, just to get rid of, you know, the dropping water off my hair after I get out of the shower. I'll kind of just like put the towel on it to soak up the water, and then I'll just leave it to dry. I'll leave it to air dry is what we call it, right? Because again, if you imagine you're just fucking like that with your hair, with a towel trying to dry your hair, it's not going to be good for your hair, is it? Especially when it's wet, it's more susceptible to breaking and it's more susceptible to damage. So let your hair air dry. That's number one. And avoid heat at all costs. So all this fucking hair dryer bullshit, stop with all that, mate. You're a fully grown man, right? Just let your hair naturally air dry. It's much healthier for you as well, and you won't go fucking bald. Again, I just want to touch on the topic of the bonus things before. You know, you see, I always kind of like analyze people. I think subconsciously I just analyze people. And I see a lot of bald men, a lot of men that don't really have very healthy hair, or maybe they're receding, or, you know, they just don't really have any hair. They always have the same habits. They always drink. And it just popped into my mind, and I know I just mentioned it, but I really want to hammer that point down, is your health is absolutely paramount. If you look after yourself and you really research health, I'm not talking about basic bare, like, oh, eat apples and stuff like that. Like, really research health and the things that you're using on a day-to-day basis, the moisturizers, the products you're putting in your, research this shit. You know, stop drinking. You don't want to be one of these guys that are 30 years old and he's got no hair because he's just drank all his life and his testosterone's fucking dipped and he's got no vitamins and minerals in him because he can't absorb anything because his alcohol's just poison in his body. You don't want to be one of these guys. So make sure your health is sorted out, mate. That should be absolutely paramount. I just wanted to throw that in there again because that is a very key point. And if you don't have your health sorted, then nothing else that I'm teaching you here is going to matter anyway. You can take all the cold showers in the world, but if you're drinking every night, you're taking drugs or you're smoking, it's not going to do you any good, right? So, okay, we've established that heat is bad for your hair. Stay away from the hairdryers, stay away from the hot showers, or at least limit it. If you are going to use them, at least limit it, right? Don't make it an excessive every single day kind of thing. Products, don't put any well, again, when I say this stuff, you can take this as you will. I'm not going to try and tell you what to do. This is your life, you do what you want. I'm simply just advising you on the best case scenario. So the best case scenario would be you would completely eliminate products. You don't really need any products in your hair. Maybe it's your style to put some gel in it or something, or some curling cream or some bullshit if you can't have naturally curly hair like myself. But you know, I think limiting the amount of shit that you're putting in your hair, because again, it just strips away your natural oils. You do not need that stuff in your hair, right? So limiting it or completely eliminating any type of products that you're putting in your hair will do it just do wonders. Basically, it'll do very, very good. In terms of shampoo, and things like that, the stuff you're actually washing your hair with. I wash my hair just with water, again, cold water. I'd say about 6 days a week, okay? And then 1 day a week, I wash my hair with conditioner, not shampoo, conditioner. Okay, shampoo, again, quite bad for your hair. So is conditioner. All these products you're putting on it are quite bad for your hair, but as long as you're using them in a limited amount, I'll wash my hair with some conditioner or something, because it makes it nice and like I can just run my hands through it, you know, it's not knotty or anything like that. So that's why I like conditioner, and it's less harmful to your hair as well. Just to make it smell nice, basically, and just to keep on top of it, make sure, you know, it's not stinking or nothing. So wash my hair every single day, obviously in just a standard shower, but I don't really put anything on it. I just wash it with water, wash away the sweat and stuff, make sure it's clean. And then once a week I'll wash it with conditioner, just to make sure it's smelling nice for the rest of the week. So again, yeah, products and stuff like that, shampoos, conditioner, don't overuse this stuff, it's very bad for your hair. I think we've covered really all there is to cover in terms of the products and stuff. And yeah, make sure you're just trying to stay away from heat, basically. That's it. The cold showers will do your hair wonder. It really is. Like, you step out of the cold shower and your hair's glowing, mate. It's like you don't put anything on it. You don't need to put any products on it. No shampoo, no conditioner. You can just wash it with cold water, step out, and your hair is glowing, healthy. It's nice. It's amazing. I guess we'll touch on some brief things like wearing hats and stuff like that. You see me wear caps a lot in my videos. It's and there's like this I guess not really a myth, but there's this kind of ideology that if you wear hats you're gonna go bald. The only way that would happen is if the hair is being like pulled. So if I wear a cap and I'm putting it on so tight to the point where my hair's like being pulled down, if you know what I mean, right? It's actively being kind of pulled against the grain. That is obviously bad for your hair. But if the hat's just resting on my head, like I'm not actually pushing it all the way down, it's just kind of resting. You see how I wear my hats, right? I've still got my hair out. I just naturally just put it on. If you're wearing hats, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You're not going to go bald as long as, again, you're not pulling on the hair. It's not tight. It's not like, you know, again, the guys that wear the man buns and they have the hair back like that, and you know, it's tight all day. That's bad for your hair. So you want to kind of avoid anything that's pulling your hair or that's causing any type of pressure on your hair like that. But I think we've covered all there is to cover in terms of the products you're using and the stuff you're actually putting on your hair. Again, just keep it as natural as possible, really, like everything in life, like everything that I tell you guys to do is just keep it as natural as possible. Same with your skin and stuff, you know, avoid moisturizers and all that bullshit. Let's talk about then, the last topic I want to talk about is basically just a little exercise you guys can do every single day to keep your hair healthy. And again, this is scientifically proven. You can go and find the studies yourself, and it's just a massage. Just with your fingers. I'll wake up every single day and you just massage your hair like this. Nice and slow. All areas of your hair. You're just massaging it like that. And what this does, especially if you're not putting, you know, abusing your hair with products, it's stimulating the hair follicles and causing hair growth. It basically thickens out your hair and it just keeps it healthy. It's scientifically proven. There's been studies and transformations done on this, where there's been guys literally losing their hair, receding their hair, and it's thinning on the hairline, and then they'll start doing this massage technique, and they say around 10 minutes a day is enough. So again, do 10 minutes every single day. Try and implement that as part of your routine. I like to just wake up first thing in the morning, when I'm in bed and I'm, you know, doing my meditations and my visualization, I'll just massage my hair while I'm doing it. So I'll close my eyes, I'll visualize my goals for the day, and I'll just nice little massage on the hair, right? Just like that, all over as well, the back of your head, the scalp, and you're just massaging it, and you're kind of putting a little bit of pressure on it to the point where, you know, it's not just the top of, like, you're not like that, it's you're putting pressure on it to the point where it's on your scalp. You can actually feel it on your scalp, and you're just massaging it like that all around. And you just do that for about 10 minutes every single day. And again, all the other stuff, you're healthy, positive mindset, you're enjoying life, you're feeling good about yourself, you've convinced yourself you've got good genetics. Even if you don't, you've just convinced yourself that you do, because why wouldn't you, you know, why wouldn't you serve into anything that gives you power? Even if my genetics are quite bad, and I don't know my biological father, right? Side tangent, but he was a bit of a dick. And we left about, I don't know, when I was like 7 years old or something. I genuinely can't even remember, but obviously I haven't seen him since I was a kid, basically. So I don't know if he's bald or not. I don't know if he's like, you know, got shit genetics or anything like that. And again, I just don't really know. But so even with that being said, even if he does have bad genetics and his side of the family does have bad genetics, is it going to do me any good to serve into that belief? Is it going to do me any good to believe that I have bad genetics because of that? Even if that is a scientifically proven fact, like, yes, the genes run in my body as well, in my DNA, therefore I've got the same genetics as him, I may as well just convince myself I'm going to be the exception with good, nice hair, right? I may as well. What harm is that going to do me? Do you understand what I'm saying? So you've implemented all the habits, you're eliminating the products, the heat on your hair, all of this kind of stuff. You're living a nice healthy lifestyle, eliminating drinking, alcohol, drugs, etc., smoking, vaping, all of that kind of shit. You're getting outside every day, plenty of sunlight, plenty of daylight on your skin and your hair, keeping yourself healthy, plenty of vitamins and minerals. You're eating your fruit and vegetables, drinking lots of water, and you're massaging your head every single day for 10 minutes at least, and you'll be fine, bruv. You will be fine, okay? And I think a lot of it is just belief. Every time you start to find yourself getting a negative belief, just flip it into a positive. Imagine the best case scenario. Imagine yourself waking up with luscious hair, you know, with your fucking $1 million bathrobe on or something when you're 30 years old. You know what I mean? Just imagine yourself in the future with good, nice, healthy, thick hair. You know, after 20 years of you massaging your hair and looking after yourself and keeping yourself healthy, just imagine yourself in the best case scenario, and you'll feel better about it in the present moment. You know, it'll stop you from feeling stressed and worried about it, which inevitably is just going to cause you to make that a reality. If you're worried and stressed and you're imagining the worst case scenario, you'll find that more often than not, that becomes your reality. So let's avoid that, shall we, with a positive mindset, okay? Coaching is down below if you want to learn more from me. Get out there, make it happen, and I will see you soon. It's an absolutely gorgeous day. I'm going to go enjoy the sun now. I'll see you soon. Bye.